everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I am here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Aries in the month of December. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. I will leave comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below, and you can follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there, #LoveGrowsTarot. I do take donations, paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot. You can leave them there. They're greatly appreciated, and they go right back into my craft. So thank you, thank you, thank you. These are general readings. They're not going to resonate with absolutely everybody, and the energy and themes of these readings will also take place in the future. So please feel free to come back and review them at any time. I'm guided by my tarot cards and spirit, so basically I just keep shuffling until the appropriate cards present themselves. I begin with 3 opening cards, one that represents the past, one that represents the present, and one that represents the future, just to see what kind of energies are lingering there for you to know about. I follow through with the rest of the reading, and then I end with a subconscious card, what your subconscious is trying to tell you at this present time. So let's get on with this reading for the sun sign of Aries in the month of December, beginning with a card that represents the past. A card that represents the past for Aries in December. For Aries in December, what card is coming up from the past, making its appearance today for Aries? What does Aries need to know about from the past in December, our holiday month? So exciting, love the holidays. Even in these crazy times, it's still nice to celebrate and go out and do things and just have a lot of sort of enjoyment for a while. All right, the past for Aries at this present time. Aries, card that represents the past. So we have the Ace of Swords. So aces are gifts, they're openings, they open doors, they open gateways to from the past. The swords is really about your intellect and your thought and your mind. So the openings, the gifts that are coming through with the Ace of Swords are ones that are going to be like communication, speaking, writing, anything to do with expression, communication, truth. It's a thumbs up card, so it's a very positive card about going in a certain direction. You may have been going in the communicative arts, heading in that direction. Perhaps you're writing, perhaps you're singing songs, singing, anything to do with communication and expression. So that's coming up from the past for you in right at this present moment. So it really wants you to sort of take into consideration what that means and what that meant to you in the past, and how this energy coming forward is going to help you. Maybe you have to step up a bit more with your communication and your truth, or maybe there's some openings or opportunities that you're missing that are in the community, the social arts, let's say, or any sort of writing or any sort of communication of that type. So that's something that you're going to need to explore in the month of November, because it really wants you to pay particular attention to that and, like I said, understand what that means to you coming through to the present. So let's see what the present card has to be able to do. Card for the present for Aries in December. Card that represents the present for Aries in the month of December. So it's coming from the Emperor, and the Emperor is a major arcana card, and it also represents Aries. It's the father of the major arcana card, so it represents fathers, father figures, strong foundations, leaders, just sort of the teachings of a father, how to be responsible, how to be upright, how to be responsible for your own decisions, making the proper choices and decisions. And it can be an actual father figure for some of you Aries. Maybe you perhaps have an Aries father. They are very determined. They are very strong and strong-willed. And they want to teach you lessons, and they want to, make sure that you uphold and have honor. So they're a bit intense. They do, within their strength, but they're just trying to guide you and put you in the best possible direction. So this kind of energy is coming through in the present for you. So you either have to step up your game. That just means, look around, and if there's any loose ends, we're going to have to deal with renovations are going on down the hall, and so there's going to be a little bit of drilling, so please, I apologize for that, but I'm going to go ahead with the reading anyway. So it just wants you to look around you and make sure there's no loose ends, and make sure that you have strong foundations, and make sure that, if you are in contractual agreements with people and you have to sign contracts or just agreements in general, that you have read the fine print and you know exactly what's going on. For some of you, if it is you as a father figure, then this card would want you to really sort of like take responsibility for the position that you and the part that you play in the raising of children, and how to be stern and how to be fair and how to be respectful, and also teaching them how to learn how to be responsible, and learn how to make good choices, and learn how to eventually one day be out there on their own, and creating success for themselves, and just being assertive and confident, and that's really what this card is about. So it's coming through for you in the present time. So this is another thing that you have to think about. Maybe the past with the communication, maybe there was, for some of you, maybe the father figure, there was a lack of communication, or maybe there's a bridge between communication, and maybe that's something that has to be addressed. So that could also be another part of this reading. So let's look at the future and then see what that card is. So the future is the Ten of Swords. So interesting enough. So with the Ace of Swords and the Emperor, there could be a lack of communication within a family household, or within a person of a very strong Aries, willed kind of personality. So with the Ten of Swords, that means that things are coming to an end. So all the backstabbing, all the lies, all that kind of energy that, because the swords are really about what's going on in your mind. And all that hurt is going away, and the dark clouds are lifting, and there's a sun on the horizon. And so to me, it seems for some of you that there's going to be a break between what may have been a communication shutdown with a very strong Aries type figure. It doesn't have to be Aries, but the Emperor is represented by Aries. Or maybe, yourself in general, maybe there was a shutdown in communication between somebody, or your communication skills were a little bit lacking, and we're coming across people in a really kind of intense way. And all that's going to be dissipating in the future. So you're going to see a turn for the better, as far as like, if bridges were burned, or relationships were, were relationships not necessarily broken, but relationships were kind of put on the back burner due to words, communication, that sort of thing. So some of you are gonna look for that. For some of you, where you have to step up your game and bring more of your communication skills, bring them up to par. You're gonna see a lot of the Ten of Swords, which may be, the kind of, and it's an emotional abuse too, when it comes to people with words and silent treatments and not speaking to each other. It is a form of emotional abuse. So all this is coming to an end in the future. So for some of you, that's going to be quite a relief. You're going to start really seeing it in the month of December. So let's get on with the rest of the reading. And hopefully for some of you, if, Christmas is your big holiday and there has been sort of a lack of communication between people in the household or people in the family. This is going to be a really good month for you to start seeing some improvement in that area. And the next card you have is the Wish card, the Nine of Cups. So it's going to be a good month for your wishes. If you have already been manifesting your wishes, then you're going to probably start seeing results of these manifestations. If you don't really have anything manifesting or anything really going on, then this is going to be a great month to write those down and really get those visualizations going, because the Wish card is here for you. With the Wish card too, you always have to remember, watch what you wish for, right? Be very careful about what you wish for and really sort of think it through before you make these big wishes and send them out into the universe, because if you don't think about them thoroughly and just don't know what you're really going to get, that wish might come, but it might come with a hefty price. All right, let's see what else is going on in the month of December for Aries. I was about to say Pisces. So the next card we have is the Magician, and that's a major arcana card, so that's a life lesson. The same with the Emperor. These are big powerhouse cards. These cards are to teach you lessons. So really sort of like sink into their meaning and really sort of decipher what that kind of energy means to you in your life and how you can apply that to your life, because that's their job. The Magician is all about the power within you to be whatever you want. You are, you have the universe. The universe has your back. As above, so below. As above, so below. You have all the tools necessary to do and be whatever you want. You just have to believe in yourself and start taking action. You've got the Pentacles. You've got your material possessions. You've got the Cups. You've got your emotions. You've got the Swords. You have your intellect. You have the Wands. You have your drive. All these mixed together are the perfect combination for you to go out and just be completely successful in whatever you want to do. And that's the message from the Magician. And so also, like I said, a very active card. So you have to like step it up and start getting things going. Let go of ego, fear, let go of doubt, let go of criticism, self-judgment, all those nasty things that get in the way of you pursuing your goals. This is going to be a very important lesson for you in the month of December. So really, really apply the Magician's energies to whatever it is you're doing this month. All right. And with the Wish card, that's a really strong setup for really getting those manifestations going and really doing visualizations and really, don't let any second thoughts get in the way. Just believe, and you'll see a lot of really great results. What else does Aries need to know about in the month of December? Aries in December. What does Aries need to know about? Whoa, so we have another big card. This one's Temperance. Another big life lesson for you in the month of December. And this is going to be about balance. You have to look around in your life and you have to put things back into balance. Where is it that you're putting too much of your energy in one thing and not enough of it in another thing? How is this playing out? And how can you get this together? For some of you, it may be, not so much of, it's got the cups, and the cups are passing the water in between each other, and it's a very kind of, and we do have the angel, and it's very spiritual, and we are climbing a road to our glory here. So some of you, maybe this balancing has to do with, not relaxed life, your party life versus your work life, or your, you know what I mean? And you have to take that into consideration, and maybe connecting to the spiritual aspect of you is going to help you with that. Maybe you're spending too much focus on, on the things that are, like drinking or something like that. But it's not the devil. It's just really about getting that together and really trying to find balance within that. So it would be like, learning to pull back, or learning to, like, instead of having 2 drinks, you have 1 drink, or, just sort of balancing everything out. And if you need to connect to anything spiritual, meditation, just a higher power, anything that sort of like guides you as you go along, that's a really positive and optimistic kind of thing that will really, really help you within this trying to create balance, because this is going to be a life lesson. So this is going to be something that you really sort of have to apply to your life and make it a habit. And sometimes creating habits, it's always nice to have something, even if it's like crystals or whatever, anything that sort of like inspires you to keep the good habits flowing, and get rid of some of the bad habits. Right, what else does Aries need to know about in the month of December? Aries in December. So we have another major arcana. So we got 3 in a row. We've got 4 so far in this reading. The Hierophant. Speaking of spirituality, the Hierophant is traditional religious values. Things that take place under a traditional religious realm. That would be like weddings or baptisms or bar mitzvahs, or anything that's sort of like a traditional kind of event. So for some of you, getting back to more traditional values is going to be key to a lot of this Magician and Temperance thing going on. And then with Temperance, I was talking about that spiritual aspect. So maybe that's for some just going back into that kind of community is going to be a big help, or leaning into traditional values. For some of you, maybe you're going in that direction. Maybe that's something that you found that has sort of, connected to you, and maybe that's where you're going to go is in the teachings of traditional values, and that's sort of something that you've been thinking about. Therefore the Magician would be great, because then you are also standing in front of, a group of people that are going to be inspired by you and what you say. So let's see what else is going on here. Month of December for Aries. So we have the 4 of Swords. This I like to call my meditation card, because it's really, it's another spiritual card. We've got the stained glass window in the corner, and this person is resting and retreating. So it is rest and retreat, and it's connecting to your spirituality. So that's why I like to call it the meditation card as well, because meditation is when you sort of connect to, you just sort of let go and connect to a higher power. And with some people in meditation, this is where they get a lot of their insights from. So this is going to be good for you in the month of November, just to sort things out. So you do have these big lessons that are coming through. So it's going to be key for you to really sort of absorb all this information that's coming from these cards, so that you can apply it to yourself in the best and highest way. And rest and retreat would be like awesome for you in whatever ways you can do it. And like I said, if it's got that spiritual attachment, that's going to be even more of a blessing. This card can be awake for some people. Someone may have recently passed, and you're going to go be present at their wake. Not always, though. This is more about the card about rest and retreating, and the idea of practices like meditation. The next card we have is the Queen of Swords. Mind the drilling. So the Queen of Swords is a very dynamic. We're going back to swords here again. So we're getting back into the past and the future cards, and then we have that Emperor sitting in between. So the Queen of Swords is, once again, it's a sword, so they don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. They're not like the cups. She is strong-willed. She could be a survivor. She may have been through a traumatic situation. She could be divorced. She could be widowed. She has that strength from experience, and she also has a lot of wisdom. She's very intellectual. She is intellectually intuitive. So she's a deep thinker. She is very straightforward and outspoken, so she can come across a little intense as well. So in her heart, she has the best for you, but the way that she may, create her messages and send them to you might be in a very intense way, especially for people if they're water signs, or they're not really, or they're more introverted than extroverted. It might come across, very hurtful, but she's really just got your best interests in mind. So she is coming in for the month of December. She's more she's looking towards the future. So she would be somebody that may just be coming into your life. So the court cards are people in your lives, people around you, people that inspire you. So she may just be arriving into your world, and she might be carrying herself through for a little bit into the future. So that's something to think about. The swords are the air signs. So with court cards, they don't always necessarily have to represent the exact air, or the exact signs of their element. But but there's a lot of synchronicities around that. So the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So this queen may be of those sun signs. So make a note of that as well. So she's coming through. So just listen to her. You're a fire sign, so you actually are compatible with the air signs. So it's not going to come across as harsh to you as it would say, a Pisces or a Cancer or a Scorpio. All right, what else does Aries need to know about in the month of December? Move it along through the month of December. Oh, this is nice. So this is the Four of Wands. So this is celebrations. It is December, so there's a lot of celebrations happening in the month of December, namely Christmas is the big one, but usually there's a lot of celebrating beforehand that's associated with the holidays. So there's going to be a lot of celebrating for you. For some people, it actually may be a form of marriage. You might be getting married in the month of December. But definitely it's celebrations and a real high kind of optimistic kind of energy that's going on. So, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities around to bring cause for celebration. So that's really coming through in the month of December, which is really nice because it is a heavy month of learning and life lessons. So, and with Temperance, that also might be a challenge for some of you. With the celebrating, if Temperance has that you want to get your life in balance, you want to put a little more clarity into where you're dividing your time or your energy. And if it is the partying kind of scene and it's getting a little bit more of weighing a little bit more heavy in the partying and not so much focus on the things that you want to do, your projects, your career, things like that, that's going to be something that you're going to have to sort through as well. So that would be a nice little challenge for you. What else does Aries need to know about in the month of December? So we have the Page of Pentacles. Pages are messages. Pages are youthful. Pages are the beginnings of their world. This is when they're gaining knowledge and experience, and this is when they're fresh and they're young and they have young ideas and they just want to get things going and they just want to learn as much as they can. The Pentacles are your material world, your finances. So finances might start coming in, but it's going to be a very youthful energy. So they're just going to start fluttering in. So you'll have opportunities maybe to invest in things or start things, and you have enough money to get things going. It's also about your material world, and so there's going to be a lot more material things going on, which once again in the holidays it's very material based. So you will probably find that you have enough funds to get all those people in your life, those gifts that you want to give them. Money comes in at the right time, and so you're not really stuck and you're not worried about not having enough. And it's also the messages of finances. For some of you, might get a message of a new job, or you might get a message of a new project or a new, or Maybe some of you want to purchase something, like maybe you're connected to agriculture or the land, and maybe something opens up for you there. So that's the energy of the Page of Pentacles for you in the month of December. What else does Aries need to know about in the month of December? The final card. So we have another Major Arcana card, of course. So we have the Lovers. So the Lovers is passion and trust and respect, the ultimate trust and respect relationship between two people. When two people are their true, authentic selves and they have each other's back, and they know this, and they know that they can trust each other. And it's a very spiritually blessed, very spiritually blessed, I can't even think today, pairing of two people. And so we have the pairing of two people here, and we have the pairing of two people here, and then we have like the Page of Pentacles in the middle where finances are coming in. And then we have the Hierophant, which also can be an indication of things going on in the traditional religious values way. So some of you, maybe some of you, are actually going to get proposed to, or there's going to be an engagement, or there's going to be something involving the union of two people. And the finances are going to be there for you to start really thinking about it and getting it together. So that will come through for some of you. For others, you just might, during the holidays, you just might connect with somebody, or you might connect passionately with something that you want to do. If this celebrating is an event planning for some people, then that's going to be something that comes through. Money comes through for you to start that, and it's something that you're very, very passionate, and it's something that is very true and authentic to who you are and what you want to do in life. And it may be your wish card. So yeah, so we've got a lot of really big cards for the month of December. A lot of lessons going on in the month of December that you're really going to have to tap into. The last card is coming from your subconscious, and it's coming from the Ace of Pentacles. So we have Pentacles again, and this time we have the gift of the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, like I was talking about with the Page of Pentacles, where the money is sort of just coming in, and you're using that money towards projects or things that are going to make more money. And it's just sort of like the beginning of this evolvement of finances and material possessions in the material world. And then the Ace of Cups is like just that knowing that there's gifts, that you don't have to worry so much about it. Your subconscious is telling you that there is lots of opportunity and lots of gifts that are coming your way in the Pentacle realm, in the realm of finances, material possessions, worldly goods, things that are to do with nature, anything in the material world. That is coming through, and your subconscious is trying to let you know that you don't have to worry about that. And if that's kind of a lack mentality for some of you, you have to get rid of it. You have to allow abundance to flow through you, and that's probably your subconscious there just telling you that, you got to take care of that lack mentality, and you got to learn how to not fall, not let it get hold of you and keep you in a grip, and really take the time to learn how to lose that. You can do that through meditation too. We have the meditation card. That would be a lovely way to start a meditation if you don't have a meditation practice. Just on thinking about abundance, and thinking about prosperity, and thinking about enough, and thinking about deserving, and thinking about, that you can manifest anything. You do have to take the actions towards manifesting, but you can do it, and you can visualize it. So that'd be something of a practice to really sort of get into, Aries, in the month of December if you haven't already. All right, Aries, this is your reading for the month of December. You got big cards. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big cards that are life lessons. So really think about what they mean, and really apply, their meanings to what's going on in your life. And where you have to make changes, please make changes. And where you have to, with the Lovers, maybe just enjoy the passion, or find the passion in something. And like I said, for some, perhaps you're even getting engaged, proposed to, or signs of marriage during the month of December, watch what you wish for. The wish card is there, lovely card. The future looks like all that. If there is a communication block, especially if it's in the family or just in general, that will be all clearing itself for you in the month of December. And the Queen of Swords is coming in, so really be open to what she has to say, because she can guide you into the future just by listening to her experiences and her wisdom, and really sort of taking note of all that. And like with all readings and my readings, you have to really apply yourself, and you have to participate in these readings, and you have to learn the lessons, and these cards are here to guide you and give you insights and give you glimpses into the future. But unless you take action, they can't do their job. They can only be cards lying on a table. So don't sit back and wait for all this to happen, expecting the cards to just do it for you. Really step in and take action, like I said. All right, that's your reading for the month of December, Aries. I hope you enjoy these readings. If you like my readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below. You can follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there, #LoveGrowsTarot. I do take donations at paypal.me/LoveGrowsTarot. They are greatly appreciated. They go right back into my craft, which I love. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it. I hope you have a wonderful December, a happy holidays. If for some of you there is a proposal or an engagement or a marriage, congratulations. For others, just being aware of the things that you can do and the lessons that you can learn in your life to make your life more positive is just a great gift. So happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.